From the campus of Ventura College, we welcome you to Pirate Park, home of the Conejo Oaks in the summer, where the Oaks get ready to host the Orange County Riptide for the Oaks' 5th straight home game in a 9-game home stretch. It's great to have you with us. Alongside Calvin Kaplan, I'm Sammy Fawn. And the Oaks come into today after having their 3-game winning streak snapped by the Santa Barbara Foresters yesterday. It was a 13-5 loss for the Conejo Oaks, so they look to get back into the win column against the Orange County Riptide, who are currently on a 3-game winning streak of their own following their 13-2 loss right here against the Conejo Oaks last Saturday. They've won 3 in a row at home.
Should be a fun game to watch. These teams, even at 2 apiece in the season series, we've seen them go back and forth. There have been some blowouts on both sides. The Oaks have lost by double digits to the Riptide and vice versa in one of their games each. Should be fun to watch them go at it today.
And we take you to the field, starting on the mound for the Riptide. Somebody with plenty of experience against the Riptide is Hunter Hammond. Hunter Hammond pitching in his 4th start of the season. He's 0-1 on the year. He's got 2 losses against the Orange County Riptide in his last 2 starts on June 19th and June 26th. In the field for the Conejo Oaks, Aiden Voiles behind the dish. Over at first base is Tyson Reese. Second base, Zach Mora. Nate Lopez at third. Zach Nagy at short. In the outfield from left to right, it's Dylan Jackson, Brandon Contreras, and Tyler Antwine. The batting order for the Orange County Riptide: Trajan Rogowski, Jarrett Sable, Cooper Klauser. In the middle, Connor Barth, Alonzo Reyes, Travis Curry. To finish it off with the last 3, Slater Nunez, Reed Montgomery, and Nathaniel Pone. Again, it's great to have you with us, and the Oaks and the Riptide playing in their final game before the 2026 CCL All-Star Game. Off we go with the first pitch, a strike on the outside corner on the fastball to Trajan Rogowski. Rogowski, one of 4 CCL All-Stars on the Orange County Riptide. Here's the 0-1, a fastball in dirt for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 4 All-Stars for the Riptide are Rogowski, Jarrett Sable, Dylan Orr, and Jake Valenzuela. Here's the 1-1. Fastball right on the outside corner for strike 2, 1-2.
And for Hunter Hammond, the difference today needs to be attacking the strike zone. He did that much better against the Riptide on the 26th than he did on the 19th. A really solid start, allowing just 1 run in 4 innings his last time out.
1-2 on the way. Swinging a tapper on the ground to second. Zach Mora fields it and throws to first for out number 1.
And the issue sometimes for the Oaks has been not getting enough balls on the ground, so that's a great start for Hammond. And we've talked about his 3 starts at length. He's had 2 really good ones. The aforementioned start against the Riptide, 4 scoreless, no earned run innings, I should say, against the Barons on June 7th. But he allowed 10 runs, 9 earned against the Riptide on the 19th. One of those starts that you just kind of have to throw away and go to the next one. He's looked really good, though, for the most part.
He faces Jarrett Sable, who takes a hack at the first pitch and comes up empty for strike 1. Well, Sable, as I mentioned, another all-star for the Orange County Riptide, batting .266 on the season with 2 long balls, and he gets a piece of that one, and the count is now 0-2. Hunter Hammond comes set, looks into Voiles, and delivers the 0-2, and it's in the dirt for ball 1.
Sable's been a guy who's really benefited from reps after redshirting at USC, but he's just on a 1-for-12 stretch trying to get the bat going.
1-2, a swing, and Sable just got a piece of that one to stay alive. Well, Sable, last game he played was on Tuesday, June 30th against the San Diego Waves. He went hitless in that game with 1 walk. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Hunter Hammond with his first strikeout of the day.
And Hunter Hammond's able to generate strikeouts for sure. He's got 6 on the season, had 4 last game, and went to the changeup with 2 strikes. It's one of his 2 signature off-speed pitches alongside the slider. Really mixes them well in these games.
Here's Cooper Klauser. And he looks at a fastball upstairs, 1-0. Cooper Klauser was last week's CCL Hitter of the Week, and Calvin and Max Langer and Max Langer, Saints broadcaster, were fortunate enough to have him on the show on our podcast. And there's a line drive to short, caught by Zach Nagy. So a 1-2-3 first inning for Hunter Hammond. We now head to the bottom of the first inning where the Oaks will come up to bat for the first time. Stay tuned. Bottom of the first inning, starting on the mound for the Orange County Riptide is Eric Rodriguez. Rodriguez in his 3rd start of the season. He's thrown 5 total innings this season, composing a 3.6 ERA. He was last seen on June 25th against the MLB Academy Barons, and in the field for the Orange County Riptide, Cooper Klauser is behind the plate. Over at first base, Alonzo Reyes, a newly added player to the roster. Connor Barth at second base. Slater Nunez at third. Travis Curry at short. And in the outfield, from left to right, Reed Montgomery, Trajan Rogowski, and Jarrett Sable. And Eric Rodriguez will face the Oaks. Their batting order, you've got Zach Mora leading off. That's a change with Contreras in the number 2 spot now. Tyler Antwine third. In the middle, Matthew Whitgo, Tyson Reese, Dylan Jackson, and to finish it off, Nate Lopez, Aiden Voiles, and Zach Nagy.
Solid lineup today, as always, for the Oaks to face Rodriguez, and he's one of the guys who has the best stuff among pitchers in the CCL. Fastball sits low to mid-90s, so he's one of the hardest throwers in the league. Also got a changeup that gets up to 85, around 83 miles an hour usually. Slider, high 70s, low 80s. It's a really devastating pitch mix, and the fastball really sets it up. You see guys, when they have that extra few miles per hour, can do so much more with their off-speed pitches in comparison.
Yeah, those changes in velocities, the pitchers, something that the Oaks, I think particularly against the Riptide on the road, have struggled to adapt to, but been seeing it a lot with more and more reps. So Zach Mora gets the start for the Oaks. He grounds the first pitch to the right side. It gets through for a base hit. First pitch swinging, and Zach Mora reaches first with a leadoff single.
Now batting number 1.
And that's exactly what the Oaks need to do. We saw them do that yesterday against the Foresters in the first and the second inning, swing at the very first pitch of the inning and get a hit out of it. Exactly the way to get some offense going and start some momentum. You don't just want to sit and let Rodriguez pump in fastballs past you. You still have to be aggressive, even against a pitcher as good as he is.
Now that brings up Brandon Contreras. Mora and Contreras have essentially switched spots in the batting order from where they regularly are. And Contreras shoots one right back up the middle for a base hit. Mora will take a turn but hold at second. And 2 pitches in, the Oaks have 2 on via 2 singles and nobody out.
Well, this David Solis crafted batting order is looking great already. 2 pitches and 2 hits. And Contreras just does this all season. It's so easy to get used to it, but he's been such a huge factor for the Oaks this year. Their batting average leader has been well above 400 all season long, second in the CCL. Just an excellent player, batting .462 entering today.
Well, now that brings up Tyler Antwine for the Oaks with 2 on and nobody out. He looks at a fastball down and away for a ball. Well, Antwine had a very good day at the plate yesterday. He went 3 for 5 with 3 singles.
Yeah, the bat's really been awakening. It feels like it's just been a matter of time, but Antoine has really settled into a groove just before the All-Star break.
1-0 pitch. Misses downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. And the Oaks with a threat early on against the Orange County Riptide. This is the way that the Oaks need to come out early on against this team. A team to which they have struggled immensely on the road. Here's the 2-0. Fastball downstairs. Throw down to second. It gets past the second baseman Barth into center. Mora holds at second, though, as he got banged up a bit unintentionally. So Cooper Klauser on that ball attempted to pick off Zach Mora, and the throw was just a little too wide for Barth.
Yeah, it looks like Mora banged his right hand, maybe on the base or on a cleat or something. He's trying to shake it off, and the Oaks will hope he can be okay and fight through it. We know a lot of the Oaks this season have been taking little nicks and bruises that have kept them out of some games, and certainly don't want Mora to be the next victim.
And the 3-0 pitch to Antoine in the dirt, ball 4. The bases are loaded as that one deflected right off the backstop, back into the glove of Klauser. So the Oaks with 3 men on and nobody out.
And Eric Rodriguez looks a little bit rattled now. Loud back-to-back hits and then a 4-pitch walk. This is really good job of the Oaks, trying to make him a little bit more worried about attacking the strike zone. He lost his command as a result, and we'll see if Matthew Whitko, who has had 7 multi-hit days this season, can be the guy to drive in the opening run.
That's just the second walk that Rodriguez has allowed this season. So Matthew Whitko steps in there with the bases full of Oaks and nobody out. First pitch from Rodriguez. Fastball down and in for ball 1. Matthew Whitko had himself a pretty good day at the plate as well yesterday. Had a couple of singles and an RBI double in the 9th inning. Here's the 1-0. On the ground to second base. Barth flips to second for 1. Curry to first in time for the double play. A run does score as Mora comes home. But the Oaks lead 1-0, and there are now 2 outs in the inning, and that's a trade-off the Riptide would make any day.
Absolutely is, and Whitko's not going to get credit for the RBI because of it, but he still does get something productive out of it, better than getting a force at home and then third. And there's still a chance for a guy in Tyson Reese to really threaten in this situation with a runner close to home.
First pitch from Rodriguez. And Reese chops it to the right side. That's a fair ball. Past the diving Reyes, and Reese hustles into second as Contreras scores. Reese with a wide turn around second. Nobody's there, though. And the Oaks now lead 2-0 on an RBI double by Tyson Reese.
Well, we talked yesterday about how close Tyson Reese was to hitting home runs. He had 3 foul balls or fly balls that were very close to getting out. And then this time he gets an extra base hit in an unconventional way, just chopping it right down the line. But after a day of almost yesterday, he immediately gets on the board, and he's been so good at the plate in the middle of the order.
He has been red hot, and that ball may have just got a little piece of Reyes' glove, but he comes up empty. Here's Dylan Jackson, the left fielder. And Jackson looks at a fastball strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Jackson picked up a couple hits of his own in yesterday's game against the Foresters, a team that the Oaks have yet to win against this season, as Jackson pops it up to the right side, in the air to right field. It drifts a little bit, and the right fielder Sable is able to make the catch. So the Oaks get a pair, thanks to, ends up being 3 hits. And we head now to the second inning. It's 2-0 Oaks. Stay tuned. You're watching Oaks Baseball on YouTube. The California Collegiate League's biggest event of the summer is coming to Reno, Nevada this coming Saturday, July 4th. The 2026 CCL All-Star Game will bring together the league's top players and future professional prospects at Greater Nevada Field, home of the Reno Aces, the AAA affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Following the game, fans will enjoy a spectacular fireworks show as part of the America 250 celebration. To purchase tickets and learn more, visit calsummerball.com. Here we are in the top of the second inning. The Oaks lead 2-0 over the Orange County Riptide. And due up in the second inning for Orange County, the middle of the order, Connor Barth, Alonzo Reyes, and Travis Curry, the due up. First pitch to Barth, and he swings and splits that one foul. Out of play, 0-1. Well, the Riptide look to come back here as the Oaks got 2 in their half of the first inning. And Barth floats one in the air to right field. Right underneath it to make the catch is Tyler Antwine, 1 out.
Good contact by Barth, but he's struggled a little bit at the plate as of late. Now 2 for his last 23. And that is another big out for Hunter Hammond. Probably the best contact a Riptide player has gotten so far, and still results in an out.
Well, now that brings up Alonzo Reyes. Reyes with a fastball down and away, 1 ball, and no strike. Well, Reyes playing in his 3rd game of the season, batting .143 so far. And the 1-0 pitch, fastball on the corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Reyes played against the San Diego Waves on Tuesday and yesterday in Philippines baseball group. He's got 1 hit on the season. As he looks at a ball down and away, he is 1 for 7 to start out the season. And he floats that one in the air to left field. Dylan Jackson right underneath it to make the catch. 2 outs.
Another big out for the Riptide. And Reyes is someone who's a big addition for a team that likes to shuffle its roster a lot throughout the season. 270 hitter at UC Irvine last season and 317 the year before that. So the Riptide are getting a lot of production. And it hasn't gotten going yet for Reyes, but it probably will at some point.
Brings up Travis Curry. He hits that one foul right off himself. 0-1. Well, this middle of the infield has batted this inning for the Riptide. Barth and Curry, we saw them show off their defensive work with the double play in the first inning. And the 0-1, another foul that Curry hits off himself, almost identical to the first. It's now 0-2. Curry batting .193 on the season, playing in his 18th game. And the 0-2 on the way. A little chopper to third. Nate Lopez makes the throw to first. Another 1-2-3 inning for Hunter Hammond. We now head to the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 Conejo. You're watching Oaks Baseball on YouTube. Stay tuned. Well, after 1.5 innings, it's 2-0 Conejo Oaks, and it'll be Nate Lopez to lead things off for the Oaks. Lopez getting the start at third base. He bats to lead off the bottom of the second inning. Eric Rodriguez had himself a few hurdles in the first inning. Let's see how he responds here. Nate Lopez looks at a fastball away, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Eric Rodriguez comes home. Ground ball right back up the middle and through for a base hit. Well, the Oaks with back-to-back innings with a leadoff single in this one from Nate Lopez. And he's been a great bat for the Oaks as he picks up his 11th hit of the season.
That's a big one for Lopez. Now a 5-game on-base streak for him. And again, attacking early in at-bats continues to serve the Oaks well. This team has really blossomed as a hitting unit over these past few games.
First pitch to Aiden Voiles, misses down and in the dirt, ball 1. Umpire warning the Riptide's dugout, I believe, about a water bottle that may have been outside of the dugout. 1 ball and no strikes on Aiden Voiles. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Barth throws to Curry to second, and the throw gets away from Curry. Lopez is safe at second. The ball is cut off and left by Reed Montgomery. And what looked like was about to be another 4-6-3 double play turns into a big error here in the bottom of the second.
That's a huge error, not your typical one, because it erases the chance at a double play. And instead, the Riptide get nobody. Not a way to help Eric Rodriguez, who's had his struggles today.
And if you're the Oaks, you got to make it hurt. Zach Nagy grounds one right up the middle. Curry has it, steps on second, throws to first in time for the double play. So the Riptide do get a double play. It doesn't make up for the one that they missed, but it's now 2 outs and a runner at third.
And that's a really important one, and we've seen a lot of choppers go up the middle. Nagy's was just slightly weaker than some of the others, and that was the difference between a single that might have driven in a run versus a double play that makes it up to Mora to keep the inning alive.
Zach Mora led off this offensive game for the Oaks with a single, and he slices that one out of play, 0-1. Well, it was Mora and Contreras who led off with back-to-back singles in the first inning. Here's the 0-1. Fastball misses upstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike. So Rodriguez looks to rebound and come back from the error. Double play was a big step. Here's the 1-1. Mora takes the fastball inside. He kind of flinched to get out of the way a little bit, and it's 2-1.
Mora's 4 for his last 10 at the plate, along with a sacrifice fly. Really been heating up.
2-1. Popped up left side. Calling for it is the third baseman Slater Nunez, who makes the catch right on the line. So the Riptide get out of trouble. They make an error at second, but they rebound nicely as Rodriguez is able to send this game to the third inning, and it's still 2-0 Oaks. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. 2-0 Oaks as we head to the third inning, and the Riptide has got the bottom of their order due up. It'll be Slater Nunez to lead things off for the Riptide as he comes into today with a 244 average. There's a fastball right down the pipe for a strike, 0-1. Well, Slater Nunez has played in the last 3 games for the Orange County Riptide after not being in the play action for 5. Looks at a ball that dips down and away, 1-0, 1-1.
It's just been a really rock-solid start for Hunter Hammond. 22 pitches so far, really pitching efficiently.
There's a fastball outside. 2 balls and 1 strike on Slater Nunez. He went hitless yesterday, but on June 30th went 2 for 3 against the San Diego Waves, and he takes a fastball inside. It's now a 3-1 count to Nunez. 3-1 from Hammond. High chopper to third. Nate Lopez scoops it out and fires to first for out number 1.
Now batting number 4, Reed.
We've talked about it at times this season, but Nate Lopez's switch from second to third as his primary position with the Oaks has really been a good one. He's never missed a play over at third, made a number of great diving stops, running throws. Really looks natural for him to play on that side. And there's plenty of sense in David Solis just keeping him over there.
It brings up Reed Montgomery. He looks at a fastball high and outside, 1-0. Well, Reed Montgomery, one of the returners to the Orange County Riptide from last summer. 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss, and the count is now even at 1 apiece.
383 batter this season has been good against the Oaks with 3 extra base hits against them last time they faced.
A swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, he was certainly tearing the cover off that ball. She has the ability to do, no doubt. He's got 1 home run this summer. And the 1-2. That's in the dirt. Skips right by the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And thinking about a guy who can use all parts of the field, Reed Montgomery did just that in the game against the Oaks. He had a double to left, center, and right, or 2 doubles and a triple, I should say.
There's a ground ball to second. Zach Mora tosses it on to first for out number 1.
Now batting number 12, Nathaniel Pone.
Brings up Nathaniel Pone now for the Riptide, the designated hitter. And the first pitch he sees, a fastball upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Well, Nathaniel Pone, last time he faced the Oaks on June 27th, he went 1 for 3 at the plate. And he looks at a fastball strike on the outside corner, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Hammond delivers. Fastball strike on the outside corner, 1-2.
Hunter Hammond is showing no signs of slowing down yet.
1-2 offering, a check swing, and they say Pone went around as Voiles tags him out, and Hunter Hammond has retired all 9 batters of the Orange County Riptide starting lineup. We head now to the bottom of the third inning, 2-0 Oaks. You're watching Oaks Baseball on YouTube. We'll be right back. Well, we head now to the bottom of the third inning, and the Orange County Riptide bringing a new pitcher. It's going to be Alex Umland, the rising redshirt freshman at UC Irvine. He redshirted his freshman year at the University of Oregon, and he's making his fourth pitching appearance on the season. He was last seen on June 28th against Philippines Baseball Group in what was a 6-1 win. He pitched 2 innings and did not allow a run, and he comes on to get ready to face his former team, the Oaks.
Yeah, Umland's someone who's just been looking for summer reps, did not play with UC Irvine last season nor with Oregon in the previous year, but had plenty of action with the Oaks and had a sub-1 ERA, .9 in 20 innings pitched last summer. So the guy who can do a lot, and you know, he's seen a few of these Oaks as well.
Well, I'll tell you one guy he has not seen. It's Brandon Contreras, who leads off the bottom of the third inning, and Contreras looks at a fastball upstairs, 1-0. Contreras singled and scored his first time around in the first inning. And he's a guy that's been on quite a tear lately. 1-0 pitch misses down and in. 2 balls and no strikes on Contreras. (2-0) from Umland. Grounder to the right side. That's through for a base hit. Brandon Contreras 2 for 2 as he continues to work on what as of today is a 6-game hitting streak. He picked up 3 hits against the Sturs yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been super good, almost hitting 500 now on the season, 26 for 54. It's not much more you can ask for out of him. So much consistency at the top of the lineup.
Tyler Antwine looks at a slider that hits the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Well, Antwine drew a walk his first time up. That was followed by the double play that scored a run. Here's the 0-1. High chopper to the left side. Throw to second for 1. And Barth to first just in time for the double play. 5-4-3. And the Riptide turn their third double play of the game. 1 in each inning.
And they had 4 opportunities for double plays. One of them turned into an error in the second. But the Oaks have been getting a lot of ground ball hits, and that's worked out when they find the hole, but when they haven't, it's turned into some double plays.
Matthew Whitgo looks at a fastball strike on the outside corner. Whitgo, one of the guys who has hit into one of those double plays. And a check swing misses downstairs. It's 1 ball and 1 strike on Whitgo. He's serving as the designated hitter in today's game. And here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Riptide looking to come back and tie this game. Here's the 1-2 to Whitgo, and a fastball tails down and away, 2-2.
And this has been a good inning of relief so far for Umland, who just looks comfortable, finding his spots or at least getting close.
Payoff pitch, tapper to the left side. Nunez is able to knock it up and bring it back and throws to first for out number 3. So it's 2-0 Oaks as we now head to the 4th inning. Riptide will come up to bat, and stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hunter Hammond returns for his 4th inning of work as he gets ready to face the Orange County Riptide. Due up for the Riptide is the top of the order, as Rogowski, Sable, and Klauser each get ready to get their 2nd reps at the plate. Well, 4 innings is the max amount of innings Hammond has gone in a game, as is the case with most pitchers, as he fouls that one into the dirt for a strike. Well, the last time Hammond faced, which was against the Riptide on June 26th on the road, he allowed just 1 run in those 4 innings that he pitched on 3 hits. No balls and 1 strike. Breaking ball just misses a little bit low. 1-1. One delivery. Rogowski able to lay off that one. It tails away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Rogowski ahead in the count. Here's the 2-1. A line drive poked into right field for a base hit. And the Riptide with their first base runner and hit of the ball game, as Rogowski may have set off a spark there. We'll see how the Riptide respond.
Riptide have so many good hitters near the top of the order. It's unsurprising that they get a hit here. Good contact from Rogowski to piece one up and finally end the drought. What a start it's still been for Hammond. That's the first blemish on an incredible day so far.
First pitch, a fastball outside, and from one all-star to another, after Rogowski's single, Jarrett Sable steps to the plate. He went down swinging his first time up. Hammond with the 1-0. Fastball misses outside, 2-0. Hunter Hammond working quite efficiently today, as he's now allowed just 1 hit and 1 base runner. 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses just a little bit off the plate, 3-0. Delivery. Fastball just missed off the corner, so a 4-pitch walk to Jarrett Sable, the first walk issued by Hammond.
It's important for Hammond not to get rattled here. He was close on those pitches, just a little bit off. But what a spot for Cooper Klauser, who we've talked about time and time again as one of the best players in the CCL. 385 average entering today. Had a sharp line out back in the first.
This is the guy the Riptide want up right now, as he looks at a fastball on the upper part of the zone. No balls and 1 strike. Well, you've got Rogowski at second and Sable at first. Klauser, a very reliable RBI machine for the Orange County Riptide. Here's the 0-1. Chopper up the middle. Nagy has it. He steps on second and throws to first. That's too easy for Nagy. A double play, 6-3. And just like that, it's a runner on third with 2 outs.
Double plays have been abundant on both sides. That's the first for the Oaks in the field today. What a good spot to get one right when the Riptide were threatening to retire Klauser. Such a good hitter in that way, too. It deflates a lot of the momentum.
That brings up Connor Barth, second baseman for Orange County. First pitch, a fastball strike on the outside corner, 0-1. And the pitch is shot down the left field line. Foul ball. No balls and 2 strikes. Well, Hammond a strike away from getting out of trouble in this 4th inning. Rogowski at third. Here's the 0-2. In the dirt, it gets away from Voiles. Coming home, Rogowski. He is safe. So as that ball skipped right off of Voiles, brings home Trajan Rogowski. The Riptide on the board with the lead cut in half. It's 2-1.
That's a really important first run. And a 2-strike count, you're in danger of stranding the opening run for your team, and wild pitch turns it over.
0-2 lifted in the air to left center field, and Contreras got a little bit of a late break on it, but he's able to slide and haul it in. So the Riptide get a couple hits, and they do manufacture a run off a wild pitch, and we head now to the bottom of the 4th inning, 2-1 Oaks. Stay tuned. It's a 2-1 ball game with the Oaks out in front as the Riptide were able to squeeze in a run in the top of the 4th, and Alex Umland goes out for his 2nd inning of work. Oaks scored both of their 2 runs in the bottom of the 1st inning, and Tyson Reese will lead things off for the Oaks as he looks at a fastball away for ball 1. Well, Reese in his first at bat grounded an RBI double down the right field line that went just past the diving Reyes. Here's the 1-0. That one is ripped to right field, about 5 inches foul. Well, you mentioned, Calvin, that Reese came close 3 times to hitting a home run yesterday. As he waits now for a 1-1 pitch from Umland, and he takes it down and in, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, he's continued to just barrel up the ball consistently. Someone who's been so successful in recent games at unlocking that power.
Here's the 2-1, a swing, and got a foul tip, and Cooper Klauser looks like he got banged up there. Oof. He certainly took the brunt of that. It was tough to tell in real time where he was hit and how. Well, he appears to have shaken it off, appears to be okay. So Tyson Reese will step back in there as he waits for a 2-2 pitch from Umland. Here it comes. That one misses outside. It's now a full count on Reese. Dylan Jackson waits on deck. The full count pitch. There's a fly ball high and deep to right field. Chasing Sable back to the wall. It is gone. Tyson Reese with his 2nd home run of the season. And the Oaks lead it 3-1.
Tyson Reese loves hitting him over that right field wall. That's where both of his homers have gone, and he smacked one off the scoreboard. An absolute moonshot for the biggest power bat in the Oaks' lineup as of late. The biggest power bat of the season overall, and Dylan Jackson is the guy who's up now. And, I mean, that's only an encouraging thing to see from your teammate who sends one out.
Dylan Jackson, one of the 3 All-Stars for the Conejo Oaks. He looks at a fastball upstairs, 1-0. Yeah, Jackson, a guy with 3 homers of his own. The 1-0. Fastball misses outside. It's now 2-0 on Dylan Jackson. He's in what is basically a 5-way tie, or actually multi-way tie for second in home runs in the CCL as he takes a hack and misses. It's now 2-1 on Dylan Jackson. Pitch on the way from Umland. There's a fastball outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Jackson in the driver's seat with a hitter's count. Nine guys in the CCL have 3 home runs, including Jackson. He grounds that one to the left side. Slater Nunez scoops it up and throws to first for out number 1.
Now batting number 10.
Important first out for Umland.
Lopez.
And just has to make sure he's not too rattled. Obviously, the solo shot for Reese is not as bad as it could have been with runners on base. Just a matter of resetting, getting more ground ball contact against power guys.
And now brings up Nate Lopez. He looks at a first pitch strike. That breaking ball just dropped in there, 0-1. Well, Lopez rounded a single up the middle his first time up. A 1 pitch, a swing and a miss. The bottom just dropped out of that one from Umland. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 from Umland. That one tapped over to the right side. No balls and 2 strikes. Hayden Voiles waits on deck for the Oaks as Nate Lopez looking for his second hit of the day. Here's the 0-2. Fastball misses downstairs, 1-2 on Lopez. Well, Umland has been on this team, and he has seen a number of guys on the Oaks, but he hasn't really seen Tyson Reese. The 1-2. A swing and a miss. Lopez goes down via way of the K for the second out.
Now batting number 2, Aiden Voiles.
Now that brings up Aiden Voiles, who reached on an error his first time up back in the second inning. First pitch. Slider just misses off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes.
We've seen Voiles cool off the plate just a little bit, but he had a 6-game hitting streak going at one point.
Check swing, and the fastball is a called strike on the outside corner. 11 hits on the season so far for Voiles, batting .324. Fastball down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Recorded 2 hits against the Riptide on June 27th in the Oaks' 13-2 win against OC right here. And the 2-1, that one hops into the dirt. 3 balls and 1 strike. Well, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and Oaks have added an insurance run thanks to Tyson Reese. 3-1 on the way. Fastball hits the outside corner. A full count now on Voiles.
That was certainly one that looked like ball 4. Instead, it's a full count.
3-2 pitch. High chopper into the glove of Umland, who throws to first to get his man. So 3 down, but the Oaks respond with an insurance run. Tyson Reese launches a ball over the right field wall. We head to the 5th inning. You're watching Oaks Baseball on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Top of the 5th inning, Hunter Hammond entering the mound for his 2nd time, and if he finishes this inning, or if he even records 1 out, it'll be his longest inning that he's thrown so far, and the longest inning for an Oaks pitcher this season so far.
Yeah, we haven't seen any Oaks go into their 5th inning of work on the mound this year. Hunter Hammond's the first to do it. Shows how well he's been doing today.
First pitch to Alonso Reyes, a fastball right down the pipe, 0-1. Well, Alonso Reyes, having recently been added to the roster, has shown some good promise so far as he takes a fastball down and away. Count now 1-1 on Reyes. Here's the 1-1. That one is launched into right center field. Tyler Antwine underneath it to make the catch. So 1 up, 1 down. Now that brings up Travis Curry.
And more efficiency from Hunter Hammond. 50 pitches to record 13 outs. Just continuing to dice up the Riptide. Obviously just allowed the 1 run last inning. Still just 1 hit allowed on the ledger.
First pitch. A swing and a miss. 0-1. That was nasty. Hammond got Curry to go fishing there.
And he sometimes gets more sweeping action on that slider, and it's fun to watch every time it works.
The 0-1, a swing and a miss. Hammond quickly ahead 0-2. Travis Curry, coming out of his last 2 years at Cypress College, is committed to CSUN for the fall. And the 0-2, Curry just gets a piece of that ball. Travis Curry played baseball at Huntington Beach High School, where he was a 2-year varsity letterman as well as Defensive Player of the Year. And a high chopper foul to the left side. No balls and 2 strikes.
Good fight by Curry, but he's just barely been able to get a piece of these. Doing his best, but Hunter Hammond is really making these pitches tough to hit.
Yeah, he's certainly dealing masterfully to these Orange County Riptide hitters. He's been working as efficiently as ever. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Inside, misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. That one's grounded slowly to short. Zach Nagy fires on to first for out number 2.
Well done again. Hammond's still mostly been keeping the ball on the ground. He's had so many ground ball outs today. 6 of them in total. 1 was a double play. Great work.
Now brings up Slater Nunez with 2 outs, and it is summer ball, but you have to wonder hypothetically, as here's the first pitch. It's a foul ball off the screen, 0-1. You just have to wonder hypothetically how a pitcher would feel after the 5th inning. I mean, I know it's summer ball again. He's likely to come out after this inning, but Hammond's been working quite efficiently. So that one's chopped foul to the left side, 0-2.
Yeah, and we've talked about pitch limits for guys all season, and you don't want to throw a guy's arm out in summer ball, but Hammond's up to 58 pitches. It's late in the season. Theoretically, he could try to go for a 6th. It'd be fun to watch.
Here's the 0-2. Slow roller to short. Zach Nagy fires on to first. Another 1-2-3 inning for Hammond. 4 out of his 5 innings have been 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're about halfway through this game. 3-1 Oaks when we come back. We enter the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Riptide turn to Austin Kirkwood to provide some relief. A left-hander making his 5th appearance of the season, composing a 2.45 ERA. He was last seen on June 24th against the San Diego Bombers in the Riptide's 5-3 loss. And he looks to come on right after Alex Umland throws an inning. Umland allowed a run on the home run by Tyson Reese. Umland went 2 innings. And Zach Nagy will lead things off for the Oaks here in the bottom of the 5th. And there's a fastball upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. Austin Kirkwood, a rising junior at Loyola Marymount University, LMU. And the 1-0 to Nagy. Fastball hits the bottom portion of the zone, 1-1. Zach Nagy grounded into a double play his first time up. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Nagy now behind in the count, 1-2.
Kirkwood at 6'7" has got a great arsenal. Fastball, low 90s, slider, changeup, and curveball in there as well.
1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called right over the outside half of the plate. Nagy knew it, 1 down. Austin Kirkwood played his freshman year at San Diego State in 2024. Played in the summer of 2024 for the Anchorage Bucks of the Alaska League. Spent 2 years at Santa Ana College. He redshirted in 2025, hence his junior status. As Mora committed too far there. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. Fastball right on the outside corner, 0-2. Zach Mora 1 for 2 on the day with a single. No balls, 2 strikes, and he takes high and outside, 1-2. Zach Mora did not get a chance to face his former teammate Alex Umland in the last couple of innings. 1-2 on the way, a swing and a miss. Mora goes down via way of the K for Kirkwood's 2nd straight strikeout.
Number 1, Brandon Contreras.
Sharp start for Kirkwood, continuing to deal. Fastball is the pitch he likes the most, and it's showing today. He'll throw in the slider and the changeup at about the same rate, and then the curveball is a rarity. But either way, I mean, he's been pitching hard. He's been pitching well. Just needs to keep the Riptide in the game for as long as possible.
Brandon Contreras working a 2 for 2 day at the plate with 2 singles. And he looks at a slider strike on the outside corner, 0-1. He's now got a 6-game hitting streak. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Misses down in the dirt, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tyler Antwine waits on deck should it go any farther. As the Riptide trailing 2 runs to the Oaks. 1-1 misses up and in, and Contreras has to duck a tad for that one. It's now 2-1 on Contreras. And the 2-1. A foul tip right into the glove of Cooper Klauser. So it's now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Austin Kirkwood comes home. Contreras slices that one away, foul. Still 2-2. Well, these two teams, the history that they've played against each other, tend to do better when they're both at home at their respective fields. 2-2 is fouled straight back. Still 2-2, and you know that's shown the last couple of weeks where the Riptide have won soundly against the Oaks at home on June 19th and June 26th. 2-2 on the way, a swing and a miss, and Austin Kirkwood strikes out the side in his first inning of work. We head now to the 6th inning. It's still 3-1 Oaks. You're watching Oaks Baseball on YouTube. Stay tuned. Five innings in the books, and the Oaks head back out onto the field for the 6th, where Pearson Howe takes over for Hunter Hammond, who turns in 5 terrific innings of work of 1-run ball, as Pearson Howe now makes his 6th pitching appearance of the season. He was the winning pitcher on June 11th in the Oaks matchup against the Philippines baseball group, the 6-4 win for Conejo. He pitched 3 innings that game of 1-run ball. Takes over here for Hunter Hammond, who struck out 2 Riptide batters and pitched very efficiently all 5 innings.
Yeah, he was great. Did not get charged with an earned run. And Pearson Howe had a similar outing, actually, against the Riptide on the 27th. 4 innings, a run, but it wasn't earned. And he's got an elite mix of 6 different pitches that he can throw.
First pitch, a fastball upstairs, 1-0 on Reed Montgomery. Montgomery grounded out to second base his last time up. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Montgomery quickly, well, the count is even rather at 1-1. On the way. That misses in the dirt. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Reed Montgomery, don't let his spot in the order fool you. He can go on a tear as he has against the Oaks. Pitch on the way. That one is skied foul to the left side. Goes out of play. Two-two pitch coming home. Fastball misses outside. It's now a full count on Reed Montgomery. Had a very productive summer last summer as well for the Orange County Riptide, where he batted .333 and looks at a 3-2 called strike 3 on the inside corner.
Man, what a pitch. Pearson Howe, fastball heavy, and that looked like a cutter to end the at-bat. And he just works with a brisk pace. Sometimes we've seen him go even a couple seconds too fast, arguably, but most of the time it's really working for him to pitch quickly to guys and blow them away with pace.
Nathaniel Pone shows bunt and pulls it back. 1 ball, no strikes. Pone was a strikeout victim his first time up. His first time at the plate in 3 innings as Hammond retired. Riptide 1-2-3 in the first 3. A chopper right up the middle. Mora is able to cut it off before it leaves the infield and throws on to first for the out.
Now batting, number 24.
So Pearson Howe has retired the first 2 hitters of the 6th inning. It brings up Trajan Rogowski, the leadoff man, back to the top of the order. Rogowski 1 for 2 with a single his last time up. There's a fastball in the dirt, 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Off speed, hits the outside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Pearson Howe's got a good slider. Just saw it right there. It can even turn into a sweeper at times.
1-1. That also hits the outside corner, almost a carbon copy of the last pitch. 1-2. 1-2 on the way to Rogowski. A swing and a foul tip right into the glove of Aiden Voiles. A 1-2-3 6th inning for Pearson Howe as he strikes out 2 and sends this game to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's still 3-1 Oaks. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Here we are in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Riptide have brought in their 4th pitcher of the game. It is Liam Thatcher. Thatcher off to a pretty good season. He's yet to allow an earned run. He is 1-0 on the season. He's making his 4th pitching appearance of the season. Last game action for him was on June 28th against Philippines Baseball Group in the 6-1 victory. Pitched 2 solid innings. He was the winning pitcher of that game. He allowed just 2 hits, did not allow a run. He's yet to allow one this season. And he faces Tyler Antwine to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for Conejo.
It was a great inning for Austin Kirkwood in the 5th. He struck out the side, and Liam Thatcher will have to emulate that somehow. Oaks have just been up by a narrow amount pretty much the whole game.
First pitch to Antwine. Fastball inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Well, Tyler Antwine had what so far has been his breakthrough game yesterday, where he recorded 3 hits and 5 at-bats. Looks at a fastball on the lower part of the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. Thatcher looks to continue on his success that he has seen this season. 1. That one is popped up left side. That one will fly out of play. Well, Liam Thatcher is coming off of his junior year at East Tennessee State, where he transferred from Glendale Community College. He played last summer for the Arroyo Seco Saints. Breaking ball and a little oops check swing to the right side. As Antwine fouls that one off. His 1 season with East Tennessee State, he pitched in 2 games, threw a shutout inning in his debut on March 14th against Bradley. Pitch, a swing and a miss. Tyler Antwine down on strikes for out number 1
Number 9.
in the 6th. And for the Riptide, that's 4 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's a great slider from Thatcher that he went to multiple times in that at-bat. And it's tough on righties when it goes backdoor and comes back into the zone. Tough pitch for Tyler Antwine to hit. Makes it 4 straight strikeouts for the Riptide.
Brings up Matthew Whitgo, as the first pitch he sees is fouled straight back, 0-1. Whitgo 0 for 2 on the day so far. He grounded into a double play in the first inning and grounded out to third back in the 3rd inning. Steps in here with 1 out. Time is called. No balls and 1 strike. Thatcher comes set, looks into Clouser, and he deals a fastball outside to even the count at 1.
The Oaks enter this game 10-0 at home against teams not named the Foresters, and still trying to retain that.
Pitch on the way, a swing and a foul ball to the left side. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Whitgo having himself a very solid summer overall, marked by a minor injury he faced earlier in the season. 1-2. Fastball misses outside to even the count at 2. There's 1 gone here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the 2-2. High chopper to second base. Connor Barth backs up, takes it on a hop, and throws to first for the out.
Now batting, number
2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
What a productive start so far for Liam Thatcher. But it is a feared sight to face the guy coming up now with 2 outs.
Tyson Reese belted a home run off the right field scoreboard his last time up. He's 2 for 2 now with 2 RBIs. He's got a double and a homer. He's halfway to the cycle. And he shoots that one in the air to center field rather shallow. It's going to fall for a base hit. Tyson Reese with a 2-out single, and with that hit, he's now a triple away from hitting for the cycle. It may be a long shot, but he can do it.
Well, it is a long shot, but not as long of a shot as it would be in other ballparks. We know this Ventura College Park is prone to triples. Seen a number of guys put them up. When you just hit one far into one of the gaps, it really rolls forever, and it's tough to play off the hill. So it's not out of the question that Tyson Reese could hit for the cycle today. We'll see.
That brings up Dylan Jackson. First pitch he sees misses upstairs, 1-0. Dylan Jackson 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out his last time. He's no stranger to homers at this ballpark either. And the 1-0. That one is smacked down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And heading toward the corner, Reese heading to third. He's going to be stopped there as Jackson parks at second with a 2-out double.
Now batting, number 10, Nate Lopez.
Great work by Jackson, and the structure of this batting lineup today has really paid dividends for David Solis. You got guys who are productive at reaching base, and Zach Mora and Brandon Contreras at the top. Tyler Antwine, same thing. Matthew Whitco's been a reliable hitter at cleanup, and then Reese and Jackson going back-to-back. So much power in their bats, it's really tough to stop.
It's going to bring up Nate Lopez with now runners at second and third with 2 outs. And the first pitch to Lopez, a fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. Oaks threatening with a big chance to get some more insurance here against Liam Thatcher as he's allowed a couple of 2-out hits. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. That went down and in on Lopez, and Thatcher got him to chase.
They just got to find a way to get both of these runs home. It's not urgent, but the Riptide's offense has woken up many times in later innings this season.
The 0-2. Lopez shoots it out to right field. Coming in is Sable, and he's there to make the catch. So the Oaks strand a pair in the 6th inning, and we now head to the 7th inning. We're 2/3 of the way through this game. Riptide will come up to bat. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Six innings in the books. Pearson Howe returns for his 2nd inning of work against the Riptide. He sent them down 1-2-3 in the 6th inning, including 2 strikeouts. And the pitching for the Oaks has been as efficient as anything.
Yeah, and this Oaks team has just been so good lately, so good this season, and really has found a complementary approach where you just get these pitchers going so efficiently, getting hits. Sometimes the runners left on base have been an issue, but other than that, things have been looking great as of late for this Oaks squad. And we mentioned it, 10-3 at home, but all 3 losses to the Foresters.
Jarrett Sable will lead it off for the Riptide here in the 7th inning, and he looks at a fastball down and in, 1-0. Sable 0 for 2 on the day. He struck out in the first, grounded into a double play back in the 4th inning. He looks at a fastball on the outside corner. 1-1. I beg your pardon, actually. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He singled in the 4th. 1-1 on the way is chopped off the plate, I presume, or possibly his foot. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's a baseball loose down the right field line. That's what time was called for. It's 1-2 on Sable. Pitch on the way. Chopped foul backwards. It's still 1-2. Well, Sable comes from a very baseball heavy family. His brother Blake Sable has played in the big leagues. As he swings and misses, he goes down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
So far, this has been a masterclass for Oaks pitchers. 5 strikeouts. They've faced 20 batters so far and gotten 19 outs, 1 hit and 1 walk allowed. And with the double play, that obviously erases a batter.
First pitch, a fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. The count to Cooper Klauser. Played his freshman year at Arizona State, largely marked by an injury, as he deals a strike on the outside corner, 0-2. He's having a very big summer, as it's been. He grounds one through the left side, a base hit. And Cooper Klauser is on with a 1-out single, as the Riptide needs some base runners.
It's an important one for the Riptide, and not unexpected that it comes from Klauser. The Riptide's top 3
number 7.
in the order have been 2 for 8 with a couple singles and a walk, and everybody else has combined to be 0 for 12 so far.
Brings up Connor Barth 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball drops in there for a strike, 0-1. Yeah, Connor Barth has struggled at the plate lately and looks to find his groove again against the Oaks here, the 0-1. Slider hits the outside corner, 0-2 on Barth. Here comes the 0-2. That one is laced foul to the right side, still 0-2. Alonso Reyes waits on deck. Oh, and 2 with a runner on first and 1 out. And the pitch is grounded to second base. Mora throws to second for 1. Nagy to first, double play. 4-6-3, and Pearson Howe out of another inning. Time to stretch here at Pirate Park as we head to the 7th inning stretch. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. We now enter the bottom of the 7th inning, and the Riptide bringing a new pitcher. It'll be Douglas Crystal making his 4th appearance of the season. He's a guy carrying a 10.13 ERA. Comes in making his first appearance against the Oaks. His last appearance was on June 28th against Philippines Baseball Group. Pitched 1 inning, did not allow a run, as he follows Liam Thatcher, who barely escaped trouble after he left 2 runners on, 2nd and 3rd. And Crystal looks to keep these Oaks at bay. The Oaks with a 2-run lead over Orange County.
Crystal's a guy with plenty of experience in high leverage spots. 7.94 ERA as Fresno State's primary closer last season. Now he's in the portal, and he's got a fastball around 90, cutter in the mid-80s, and a curveball mid to upper 70s. It's a nice mix, and he gets sharp break on some of those off-speed pitches. Can be tough to chase if you're a hitter.
First batter Hill faces Aiden Voiles. Voiles reached on an error in the 2nd inning. First pitch he sees in there for a strike. That slider that covered the middle, 0-1. Well, Crystal played last summer for the MLB Academy Barons, so his 2nd summer of CCL play. Here's the 0-1. Fastball also on the outside corner. 0-2. Crystal in the driver's seat against Voiles, 0-2. He comes home. That misses high and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Zach Nagy waits on deck. And here's the 1-2. A swing and a miss. Voiles goes down via way of the K for the first out of the bottom of the 7th.
Great start for Crystal. And we saw the cutter once in that at-bat and went back to the fastball afterward. The advantage of for a pitcher throwing the cutter is you don't have too much velocity difference, but he can really get it to break down in the zone and below the zone, making it hard for the hitter to anticipate which pitch is coming.
And here comes Zach Nagy to the plate. First pitch in the dirt and away, 1-0. Zach Mora waits on deck. And Nagy, 0 for 2 on the day, grounded into a double play, and he struck out looking back in the 5th inning. Here's the 1-0. Popped up on the infield, and Slater Nunez very vocally calls it off and is able to haul it in for the second out.
Now batting number 17, Zach
An
Mora.
importantly efficient start to this frame for the Riptide. This is the top of the order, though, for the Oaks. Things can get dangerous here, as opposing teams have seen all the time.
Back to the top of the order is Zach Mora. He got a hit back in the 1st inning, has not gotten on since. He looks to provide some 2-out sparks here in the 7th, and he takes a hack and misses at the first pitch, 0-1.
That might have been the cutter right there. Just bottom kind of falls out of it. It's not seeing as much horizontal movement on it, but he really gets a lot of movement generated nonetheless.
Here's the 0-1. Fastball high and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Crystal comes home with the 1-1. Popped up left side. Will this stay in play? Nunez runs over, and it's just a little beyond his reach. It's a 1-2 count on Mora. Well, I will say, the change, it's quite interesting to see with Mora batting leadoff and Contreras in the number 2 spot. Certainly paid off if you think about yesterday's game. And the 1-2. Off speed, drops down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Douglas Crystal has been working quite efficiently thus far in this inning. It's Mora with an even 2-2 count. 2 outs. Home comes Crystal with the pitch. Grounded foul to the left side. Still 2-2. Of course, Contreras waiting on deck. He's had a good day at the plate. Mora waiting for another 2-2. Nobody on, 2 outs. Payoff from Crystal. Fouled straight back, and this at-bat will continue.
We've seen all 3 pitches in the repertoire in this at-bat, and credit to Mora for fighting it off. Just barely getting a piece.
2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Another 2-2. That misses upstairs, and now the count runs full. So Mora really battling Crystal in this at-bat. He's not making it easy, that's for sure. Three-two pitch. Mora lifts it in the air to right center. Sable with plenty of room makes the catch. So a 1-2-3 7th inning, a bit of a lengthy one at that, sends this game to the 8th inning. 3-1 Oaks. You're watching Oaks Baseball on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Alonso Reyes.
7 innings in the books now. Alonso Reyes will lead off the 8th inning for the Orange County Riptide. And he takes a hack at the first pitch and fouls it away. No balls and 1 strike. Well, Alonso Reyes is 0 for 2 at the plate with a couple of flyouts today. 0-1 just misses a little bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike. The rising senior at UC Irvine. Right around the about 20 minutes to half an hour away from Great Park where the Riptide play. There's a fastball outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, Alonso Reyes played his redshirt junior year last season as he chops it up the middle. Zach Nagy has trouble with the hop, and it kicks right off his glove and goes to the grass. So Reyes on to start the 8th inning. That'll be an error on Zach Nagy.
Well, Nagy just stumbled a little, didn't quite range over to it properly.
It's the first error we've seen from either side today. It's certainly been a very clean day of baseball overall. Brings up now Travis Curry. Looks at a fastball strike right on the outside corner. Curry 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs himself. The Riptide are certainly not out of this game. They're only down by 2, and Curry does represent the tying run. Here's the 0-1. And Curry slaps that one to the right side, right off the Oaks dugout. 0-2. Reyes the runner at first, nobody out. The 0-2 to Curry. Fouled back beyond the field, so it's still 0-2. Reyes with a medium lead off of first. The 0-2, there's a high chopper that lands foul. This at bat will continue. It's Travis Curry putting up a pretty good battle against Pearson Howe, who's entering now his 3rd inning of work. And for the Oaks, it's great that they don't have to use quite as many pitchers as it's looked so far. Here's the 0-2. High chopper to third. Lopez leaps to glove it. He throws to first, not nearly in time. That's going to be an infield single for Travis Curry. So the Riptide with 2 base runners to start the inning.
Still a great effort for Nate Lopez. If there were gold gloves in this league, he'd deserve it by a mile. And even though that's a single, I mean, not his fault at all. Really had to try to make a great play to even get it to first. He's always been on point, but also, I mean, credit to Travis Curry for beating it out, hitting a slow roller.
First pitch. Showing bunt is Slater Nunez, and he pulls it back, and it's a ball downstairs. Nunez also 0 for 2 on the day. Riptide with 2 on and nobody outs. They certainly have a chance. This game has not exactly been all Oaks. 1-0. Nunez pulls back another bunt attempt. That one drops in there for a strike. It's now 1-1. One delivery. Nunez is able to bunt it in front of Howe. It's a good enough bunt to move the runners over, and Howe fires it to first for the first out. Both runners move up. It's a sac bunt for Slater Nunez.
Really good bunt. Didn't make it easy for Pearson Howe at first, and more importantly, advanced both of the runners. Reed Montgomery with 1 swing could just tie this game right here.
Possibly even give the Riptide the lead if it carries far enough. So it's 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. Outfield pretty deep. First pitch to Montgomery, a breaking ball misses outside, 1-0. Well, Montgomery has just 1 long ball on the season so far. Second and third, one out. Pitch on the way. Misses. Oh, hits the outside corner, 1-1. Aiden Voiles going out to the mound to talk to Pearson Howe just to help him rethink and refocus. So Reed Montgomery working a 1-1 count against Pearson Howe. It's 2 on with 1 out. 1-1 delivery. Line drive into left center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. That's Reyes. Curry right behind him. And this game is tied. Reed Montgomery with 1 swing of the bat plates 2 runs to even the score at 3. And unfortunately for the Oaks, unfortunately for Hammond, he is no longer the pitcher of record.
My goodness, what a swing. These two teams have battled it out and had some blowouts this season, but this one looks to be coming down to the wire.
Bunted to the left side and foul by Nathaniel Pone. So Hammond robbed of his first win of the season. As Pone now looks to move Reed Montgomery over, and man, Reed Montgomery, he has come through in the clutch time and time again for the Riptide in many ways. Picks up his 14th RBI. Oh, 1 to Pone. That drops in there for a strike, 0-2. Montgomery the runner at first with 1 out. Here's the 0-2. Pone looks at a ball down and away, able to lay off. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the DH. One, two. Swung on and missed. So Pearson Howe able to rebound nicely and strike out Pone for the second out.
And an important second out for the Oaks. Some pressure gets taken off, but the Riptide did what they needed to do here in the top of the 8th, forcing the Oaks to give themselves some more run support. And if you're the Oaks, just really regretting stranding runners on second and third back in the 6th.
Trajan Rogowski looks at a first pitch ball in the dirt. 1-0. Reed Montgomery, the runner at first, with 2 outs. Here's the 1-0. Fastball misses high upstairs, 2-0. Should it go any farther in this inning, Jarrett Sable waits on deck. Here's the 2-0. That hits the outside part of the plate, 2-1. Yeah, whatever happens, the Oaks and Riptide will go into the bottom of this inning with the Oaks no longer in the lead. And there's a swing and a miss. The count is now even at 2, so Pearson Howe is a strike away from sending this game to the bottom of the 8th.
That was a good off-speed pitch to generate a swing, get back even.
2-2. Check swing. The pitch misses down and away, and he did not go. It's now a full count on Trajan Rogowski. So Reed Montgomery will take off on this pitch. Full count pitch. There he goes, and it's fouled away in this inning, and this at-bat will continue. Runner at first, 2 outs, full count on Rogowski. Three-two from Howe. Fastball misses low for ball 4, and this inning will continue. Runners on first and second now with 2 outs.
A must-have out against Sable coming up. He's still seeking his first hit. Couple strikeouts and a walk today. Pearson Howe needs to still be able to locate without throwing one just over the complete heart of the plate.
A base hit to the outfield could score a run pretty easily for the Riptide. And the first pitch to Sable, a fastball upstairs, 1-0. Well, you've got Montgomery at second, and now Rogowski at first with 2 outs and a tie game. The 1-0. Sable checks his swing as that one drops in there for a strike, 1-1. Big situation here. 1-1 on the way. Lifted in the air to center. Contreras underneath it, and he's able to drift back and make the catch. Well, the Riptide score 2 and tie the game thanks to Reed Montgomery's 2 RBI single, and that error to start the inning does come back to bite the Oaks. We head to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 3. Stay tuned. So after 7.5 innings, the Orange County Riptide have now made this game much more interesting as it's tied at 3 thanks to the Riptide scoring 2 in the top of the 8th. And the Riptide call on another new arm. It's Brad Grinlinger making his 6th appearance of the season. Grinlinger has allowed just 1 earned run this season, 2 total runs, allowed just 1 unearned run against the Conejo Oaks on June 26th on the road, and that 1 run was thanks to 2 self-inflicted wounds by Grinlinger as he made a couple errors of his own. So, you know, no run that the Oaks earned by any means, but we were talking about it during the break, Calvin. He has great stuff and some intimidating action that the Oaks have seen this season.
Yeah, I was going to mention, too, we talked about how that unearned run, quote unquote, it's more like an earned run with the 2 errors, but besides that, his stuff is incredible. Fastball, slider, changeup as well, curveball as well. Fastball sits low 90s. He's been up to 94 before, and he can get a lot of movement on the off speed too. He's really diced up a lot of teams this season. Just a 1 earned run allowed through 9 innings, 8 strikeouts. He's a good guy for the Riptide to have out there right now.
And this is a great part of the batting order for the Oaks to have up right now. The big bats, 2, 3, 4 hitters. Brandon Contreras, Tyler Antwine, and Matthew Whitgo due up for the Conejo Oaks. Brandon Contreras is 2 for 3 on the day with 2 singles and a strikeout. And boy, could the Oaks use a spark here. Contreras with a check swing there, and the pitch was high for a ball. Well, it's anybody's game right now. Oaks led from the 1st to the 8th inning. There's a high chopper to second. Barth moves back a couple steps, fires on to first in time to get Contreras one out.
And for the Oaks, they just have to find a way to try to get one run across here. It's not the end of the world if they don't, and either way, you've got a guy in Braden Lau who is the de facto closer for this team, who hasn't allowed a run for this season. You'd have to think he's in consideration for the 9th. But first, you just want to give him a lead if you can. Fortunately for the Oaks, they're in the heart of the order right now.
Tyler Antwine looks at a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Antwine has not had a hit on the day. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. The 0-1, a swing and a miss. That one just a tad high. Antwine would have had to raise his bat up an inch or two. So he's behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back against the screen, and that one was basically headed right toward us. Without the screen, it may have made its way in through the little glassless window. So the count remains 0-2 on Antwine with one out. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Travis Curry fires on to first for out number 2.
And Antwine didn't quite get all of it, and that's what Brad Grindlinger can do to you. His slider is tough to read, and it just broke a little far outside, so Antwine didn't get a full swing on it. And what a start for Grindlinger, keeping the ball low, getting balls on the ground, getting a quick 2 outs.
Now that brings up Matthew Whitgo. Looks at a strike right on the inside corner, 0-1. Well, if Grindlinger gets this last out here, or if he doesn't allow a run, then the guarantee is we will see a bottom of the 9th inning. The 0-1, fastball up and away, 1-1. Tyson Reese waits on deck. Should it reach him?
And boy, do the Oaks hope it does.
1-1 pitch. Slider misses outside, 2-1. Big pitch here. Whitgo ahead 2-1. Here's the pitch. Fly ball in the air to center field. Rogowski coming on. He's not going to get it. He has to play it on a hop, and this inning will continue as Matthew Whitgo has his first hit of the day.
Just a massive piece of hitting for Matthew Whitgo to get up to a 4-game hitting streak. And that's huge to keep the inning alive. And you put a guy at the dish in Reese, who's a triple away from the cycle, 3 for 3. The hottest hitter on the Oaks right now. And it's a pinch hitter for Whitgo. The Oaks, pinch runner, I should say, Grant Rodriguez for Whitgo. The Oaks know how important this is to try to score here.
It's all the little things in baseball. It's a game of inches. Tyson Reese, the man that they want up, 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs, a double, a homer, and a single. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 1. Reese, a couple RBIs on the day. As Rodriguez stands on first. Whitgo ends his day 1 for 4 at the plate. Rodriguez at first with 2 outs, the 1-0. Fastball on the inside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. This is a nerve-wracking moment for both sides. If you're Grindlinger, the last thing you want to do is hang one. Here's the 1-1. That one is launched high and deep to right field. Back it goes. It is gone! Tyson Reese gives the Oaks the lead with 1 swing of the bat. It is 5-3 Conejo.
Hard to think of a bigger moment this season for a power bat. Tyson Reese, 2 home runs on the day, 3 extra base hits. You gotta be kidding me. That is a clutch 2-out knock. It all started with the single from Whitgo. We were saying it before. Tyson Reese, if you're the Riptide, is not a guy you want to see at the plate. And boy, did he deliver. Oaks back in front.
So strike on the outer half to Dylan Jackson, and talk about the situation being meant to be. Tyson Reese just got a hold of that. Looked like a breaking ball from Grinlinger that he just belted out of here. Dylan Jackson with a 1-1 count now.
And it's just looked like batting practice for him since yesterday because he's had 3 almost home runs that came in yesterday's game alone. My goodness.
Jackson towers one foul out of play. So it's 1-2 on Jackson, but whew. That's got to be just a shock and a heartbreaker there for the Riptide. Grinlinger, we've talked about how good his stuff has been this season. The 1-2. High and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball to third, and it eats up Nunez and goes into left field. And this inning will continue.
Well, why not? Don't give up just because you have a 2-run lead. Dylan Jackson likely has his 2nd hit of the day now. And, man, the Reese-Jackson duo, we haven't often seen them go back-to-back in the order. But how about their ability to just come through one after the other? Now both have 3 runs, home runs on the day, as Jackson's hit was actually ruled an error.
Lopez fouls that one off to the right side. There's 2 outs in the inning, and boy, Tyson Reese, you can't say it enough, a 2-homer day. He's got 3 on the season now. The 0-1, that drops down and away, 1-1.
And it's just been an unbelievable stretch for Reese. 8-game hitting streak, 4 multi-hit days, 3 homers.
Runner goes. There's a high fly ball to left center field. It's shallow. Rogowski coming in. He's not going to get it. Heading to third. And stopping there is Latshaw. And it's now first and third with 2 outs.
Number 2.
Big time from Nate Lopez. He's had his ups and downs at the plate this year, but now has multi-hit day number 4 of the season. And all you need is 1, and this is against a stud in Grinlinger. The Oaks have really been unlocking the ability to hit against elite pitchers little by little this season, and it's all coming through in this 8th.
Voiles takes a fastball up and in for a ball, 1-0. Well, James Latshaw had pinch run for Dylan Jackson. He's at third. And Nate Lopez is at first. And should this inning go any farther, Zach Nagy waits on deck. 1-0. Grounded to third. Nunez has that one. He throws on to first for out number 3. But the damage has been done. Tyson Reese launches his 2nd homer of the day. The Riptide have their work cut out. They need 2 to tie and 3 to go ahead. Can they do it? Let's find out when we come back. On to the ninth inning, the Oaks 3 outs away from advancing to 12-8 on the season in almost one of the more dramatic fashions that we have seen in this season, as Tyson Reese launched a 2-run bomb over the right field wall in the bottom of the 8th. And Cooper Klauser will get things started for the Riptide here in the bottom of the 9th, looking to start a rally, which the Riptide are going to need. Now they need 2 runs. Klauser with 1 hit on the day. He singled back in the 7th. And Matthew Sanders takes the mound for the Conejo Oaks. As that one is fouled away. No balls and 1 strike. Well, right now, Brad Grinlinger in danger of getting his first loss of the season unless the Riptide can tie the game. No balls and 1 strike on Cooper Klauser. Pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now on the catcher from Arizona State, committed to Michigan. Sanders with a 1.23 ERA. He's got 1 save on the season, and he's making his 7th appearance. Here's the pitch. High chopper. Not going to be an easy play. Mora throws to first. Just in time for out number 1.
Important first out for the Oaks against a great hitter in Klauser. And we talked about entering the inning, who the Oaks might go to in the 9th. Matthew Sanders, just like Braden Lau, is a high-leverage guy, and Sanders has arguably had more high-leverage experience this year. He's stranded the bases loaded in 2 of his last 3 appearances, got the save against the Waves when he got the game-ending strikeout in a 1-run game.
Barth showing bunt, pulls it back. There's a strike right down the middle, and somehow I'm not surprised to see Barth showing bunt there. You want to get on any way you can, and Barth has been struggling at the plate lately. He did single, though, back in last inning. He looks at a ball upstairs. 1-1. He got an infield single to third on a Baltimore chop. There's 1 gone in this 9th inning. Here's the 1-1. Slider hits the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Alonso Reyes waits on deck. He will bat whatever happens here. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called right on the outside corner. 2 down.
Back-to-back sliders. Matthew Sanders with precision-perfect location. This has just been a game of clutch performances so far from the Oaks. And if Matthew Sanders can get this out right here, boy, what a satisfying win it would be.
It's all up to Alonso Reyes. He reached on an error his last time up. He looks at a ball inside, 1-0. Should this game go any farther, Travis Curry waits on deck. .1-0 from Sanders. Smacked foul to the right side to even the count at 1. Oaks 1 out away from ending on a high note right before the All-Star break. So a 1-1 count on Alonso Reyes. Sanders looking to end this one quickly. 1-1 pitch. Fastball upstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, Reyes will certainly not make it easy for Sanders to end this one. Two balls and 1 strike. Here comes Sanders. Breaking ball right on the inside corner to even the count at 2, and now the Oaks are a strike away from picking up their 12th win of the season right before the All-Star break. payoff pitch. Fastball high and outside. The count is now full on Alonso Reyes. If Reyes gets on, the tying run will come to the plate. Here's a 3-2 coming. Grounder to the right side. Diving play at second by Mora. Throws to first. Reese able to stay on the bag. And that is your ball game. The Oaks win 5-3 over the Orange County Riptide in their final game before the All-Star break. Boy, what a game it was. Here at Pirate Park, we take you back up to the booth. And, well, let's sum it up, Calvin. The Oaks won in dramatic fashion. Tyson Reese, the hero, coming through with 2 home runs on the game.
What a fun game to watch. And Tyson Reese is such a special player for this Oaks team. 2 home runs, a double and a single, getting the go-ahead bomb in the 8th. And the pitching was there too. Got to give credit to Hunter Hammond. 5 innings, a season long for any Oaks pitcher. Allowed 1 hit, 1 unearned run, and that was it. The Riptide put up 2 in the 8th. It looked like they were hanging in there. Brad Grinlinger, one of the best pitchers on the team, comes in, and suddenly bedlam ensues with Tyson Reese. How about the combined effort from the Oaks today? Just a dominant performance in later innings to take down a really good Riptide squad entering the All-Star break.
Yeah, 2 great teams indeed, and All-Star break is this weekend as the CCL Showcase will be displayed at Greater Nevada Field on July 4th. We'll see you on Monday for a 4 p.m. game where the Oaks will host the Santa Barbara Foresters. Until then, alongside Calvin Kaplan, I'm Sammy Fawn, and we hope you all have a great week.